It was only the size of a grapefruit. But in the hands of two brilliant physicists, it became one of the deadliest objects ever made. This is the terrifying true story of the Demon Core, a weapon of war that never saw the battlefield, but still claimed lives in the most agonizing way imaginable. In 1945, as World War II reached its brutal climax, the US was rushing to complete its Manhattan Project, the secret program behind the atomic bomb. Scientists had already built two bombs, one dropped on Hiroshima, the other on Nagasaki. A third plutonium core was being prepared for a follow-up strike, 6.2 kilograms of highly enriched metal. But Japan surrendered. The war ended. And the core was never deployed. Instead, it stayed behind, becoming a tool for nuclear research. And then, the deaths began. Just months later, Harry Daghlian, a 24-year-old physicist, was working alone late at night at Los Alamos. He was conducting a dangerous experiment, stacking tungsten carbide bricks around the core to reflect neutrons and measure how close it could get to critical mass. Then, a mistake. As he lowered the final brick, it slipped and dropped directly into the assembly. A blinding blue flash lit up the room. In that instant, the Demon Core became momentarily supercritical, releasing a deadly burst of neutron radiation. Daghlian pulled the bricks away, stopping the reaction, but not before receiving a lethal dose. His hands blistered within hours. His body shut down over 25 agonizing days. He died in September 1945, the first person killed by the Demon Core. But the core wasn't finished. 9 months later, physicist Louis Slotin performed a similar experiment in front of 7 observers. This time, he used 2 half-spheres to surround the core, with just a screwdriver holding them apart. One slip, and the core would go critical. And that's exactly what happened. The screwdriver slipped. The sphere closed. Another blue flash. Another deadly wave of radiation. Slotin, standing just inches away, manually lifted the dome off to end the reaction, and in doing so, saved the others. But it cost him everything. He absorbed over 2,100 rem of radiation, more than 4 times the fatal dose. His body deteriorated rapidly. Doctors said it was like a 3D sunburn to every internal organ. He died 9 days later. After Slotin's death, the core was finally decommissioned. It was melted down and repurposed into other nuclear cores. But its legacy lived on, not as a weapon, but as a warning. The incidents became case studies in radiation safety. The Demon Core never made it to the battlefield. But in quiet labs, under the hands of brilliant men, it still became a killer. 2 flashes. 2 lives lost. 1 terrifying lesson. Even the smartest minds can make a fatal mistake when playing with power they don't fully control. This is Fact Spark, where science meets the edge of danger. Subscribe for more stories that history can't forget.